With heaps of fresh stag activity around, it was time to do some more calls. It didn't take long for this young fella to turn up. He quickly changes direction once he gets our scent. As we got to the top of the spur, the terrain changed to nice open beach. We sat down and gave a call, and in just a few minutes, this young 4-pointer came strolling in. If the wind is in your favour and you keep totally still, some deer just don't notice you. But as soon as you move, well, that's a different story. We came across all this fresh sign on an evening hunt when a stag up ahead let out a hee-haw call. So we got closer to where we thought he was and replied with a single call. And sure enough, in he came.
So we just shot a stag. Well, I think I just shot a stag that he looked at, but no promises because I was pretty excited. He's got 4 really good points on one side, and I couldn't see the left-hand side. But Allan said it possibly a little bit weak, but we got up here. We've had a real bugger of a time this afternoon. The wind's been up and down. I mean, you guys know what it's like. When it's not on, it's not on. And it's been windy. And then we heard this guy do a single. It was a single or a hee-haw? Hee-haw, that's right. Heard him do a hee-haw. Al did a single and bang! He just replied straight away. Almost cut over it. Which, if they reply like that, normally it means, you know. So we did a huge detour to get the wind right. We come up and for once, everything was right, you know. The bush is open, the wind's finally coming in a constant direction. But it's getting dark, so we decided to bugger it. We'll just give a roar, make or break. It's either going to work or it's not. Gave a roar. What, 10 seconds? If that. Crack, crack, crack. And straight away we both knew. Pulled the hammer back on the old 30-30. And in he came. And what did the damage? Cha-cha. Worked again. Or what I mean worked again. Always works. They just can't resist it, man. And he just came in. I basically fired in self-defence. He got that close. I tried to stop him, but he wouldn't stop. And I ended up having to go from sort of here. Then I was like, here, and then I was like, I've got to shoot, because he just had the old rollback eyes, he was just coming in. So, we'll go and have a look. I mean, heard a lot of crashing over here. Could see him running, but then it sort of went quiet, so fingers crossed that he's hit hard. It's just a matter of now trying to find him before it gets too dark. So we can't muck around too much. I'd like to leave him for half an hour, but we can't, so we'll go and have a look.
Here is that shot again in slow motion.
just there, on that leaf. Good, good. It's getting blooming dark, we'll have to keep looking. Look, see his tracks, he's gone through here. See where he scuffed it up? He's gone through here. Yep. What often happens, didn't really have time to evaluate it 100%, and this is the side I saw coming in, and I thought, well, this side's doubled on that side, I got myself a really good trophy. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still a good trophy, but just see how he's a bit weak on this side. Weak tray, weak inner top, weak outer top for that matter. This side, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Check out that brow tine. It's a ripper, isn't it? So, hey, it's a great stag, and I'm stoked. But it's just a real shame. I've been trying to get a real nice, even wall hanger. And I bumped into another one that's not quite even. Some of you will probably be thinking, you fussy bastard. But like I say, I'm stoked I've got him. And he's a mature stag. He's a beautiful stag, a magnificent skin on him. Absolutely magnificent skin on him. It's getting darker by the second, and we're in the middle of nowhere right now. A long way from home, put it that way. So we're going to have to whip his guts out, quickly cut him up, or we might even hang him here and come back and get the meat tomorrow. And yeah, you're wondering what done the damage? The old cowboy gun. 30-30, 16-inch barrel. We were talking about this earlier in the day actually. It is just the perfect bush gun. You just cannot get a better bush gun. It's got a high vis front sight, standard rear sight with a sort of a bright white triangle that points up, and you just sit the green dot on top of the white triangle, point it at the deer, deer dies. It's great, love it.
We noticed this hind up ahead, feeding slowly towards us, so we sat tight and waited to see how close she would come. She came to within 10 metres, but she can't quite figure out what we are. While heading back to camp on evening, we heard a stag close by doing a hee-haw call. We soon located him, sitting on his rut pad.
Yo, get to your feet, lazy stag. Come on, get up. Let him go back to sleep, Pete.
He's sitting in a rut pad.
Yeah, I know. What on earth was wrong with that stag? I've never seen a thing like it.
As you just saw, the stag was laying in his rut pad. He was single calling, mewing. He did a huge hee-haw. It was a bit of a shame. We only got tail end of it on the camera. He was just sitting right here. We were sneaking along and I just saw the tops of one of his antlers. And Allan spied it and started videoing. And then we basically got sick of waiting for him to, it was just about dark and we sort of thought we've got to make him, it wasn't big enough to shoot, we'll have a bit of fun. So I snapped twigs and I shook branches. And then in fight, Allan, oh there he is, Allan yelled out and he wouldn't stand up. And I threw a huge hunk of wood. Oh yeah, alright, now you're on to us. Threw a huge hunk of wood and he finally stood up. And even then, he just stood there and went, what's going on? Man, oh man.
And then Peter did the run, did the charge.
Yeah. So I went running after him, showed him who's boss.
We had not long finished giving a single call when this guy walks in. Followed shortly after by this young stag.
Been hunting for 5 minutes and it's real wet and sodden. It's been hosing down all day yesterday, pushing through the scrub, getting absolutely soaked as we do it. And it's real dark in the bush still, and I saw a bit of movement, so we stopped. I wasn't sure if it was a hind or a stag, couldn't see the antlers. Walked around and then it's turned and it's come straight back. I said to the cameraman, he's right there, but it was just, I'm slightly downhill and I could see underneath the pepperwoods a bit easier. I wasn't going to shoot, but he started looking nervous, he started winding, and his front leg was just going like that a little bit on the ground. And I thought, yeah, he knows something's not quite right, and he's an 8. And yeah, so I thought, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, and one in the hand's worth two in the bush, isn't it? Something like that. I don't know how it goes, but at the end of the day, it was a gift. It's an 8-pointer. What are we here for? Let's go find them. Just trying to be quiet, because there's another stag roaring. But we've just gone 30 yards downhill. There he is, upside down. Got him. as you just saw, another stag came in. It never ceases to amaze me how these things can come in. That one there was actually running. He was running so fast that by the time I bumped the cameraman to tell him there's a stag coming, he was on us. I saw his antlers and first he's an 8-pointer, and I thought, oh yeah, he's an 8. But because we've already shot that one 15 minutes ago, I'm not going to shoot another 8 now unless he's going on my wall, or I make a stuff up. Done plenty of them.
From the top of a main ridge, we could hear 2 different stags calling down below. As we were getting closer, we walked onto this small fella. And as so often happens, his alarm whistle eventually stuffs everything up. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel and tune in to the next episode. Thanks for watching.